Finals night in Göttingen as we play down from the last 8 to your winner of the European Darts Trophy. Could Bully Boy go all the way in Germany, or would it be another Michael who steals the show? Is the title heading northy, or would it be a fist pump and a final for James Wade? Hashtag ET13 today on High Roller Radio. Some tasty tungsten on tap tonight as the Elite Eight square off in the quarterfinals. Van Gerwen taking on Gurney, Smith v. Chisnall, Yelly Klassen had Richard North, and how about James Wade versus the world champ? Packed house all day. This was taken at 8:30 a.m., reported PDC commentator Rob Malarkey more than 4 hours before the start of play. An illustration of the insatiable appetite for darts in a nation that only has one player in the world's top 50. I suspect, he says, young players all over a nation of 82 million are being inspired. The arrow's very popular in Deutschland. From one commentator to another, this one a top quality pro. So it's official, tweeted Paul Nicholson. I've qualified for the European Championship in Dortmund. I'm ecstatic to have made it there after a lot of trials and tribulations the past few years. When I get home, he says, I'm straight on the practice board. Make it count, Nico. The asset will play Mighty Mike in round 1. Have to include this retweet of Bob Anderson's pick of the day by Darts Behind the Hockey, hashtag legends, and they definitely are. Eric Bristow and Andy Fordham, taken a few years ago in London, and of course we all miss the crafty Cockney. A quick shout out to the Irish darts fan, created a gem of a quiz asking how many of the 128 PDC Tour card holders can you name? Take the quiz I created, he says, and let me know how you do. You can check it out, and you should. It's a good one. At Irish Darts Fan. We pick up our first quarterfinal with the on-screen scoreboard down, so the PDC gave us this. Michael Van Gerwen leading Daryl Gurney 2-0. He'd get it to 3-0 before Gurney fired in this 180, followed by a bullseye finish to get on the board. Then, look at this. The Irishman kicking off with back-to-back maximums, but he couldn't finish the 141 for the 9-darter, and Mighty Mike took out 161, a stunning 12-dart leg. Big reaction. All Super Chin could do was laugh. Ready for this? Averaging 117 and trailing 5-1. What is going on? Gurney with 5 180s. He did break the Dutchman's throw for 5-2, but talk about ending the match emphatically in style. A 145 checkout on double top. The world #1 just too good. Brilliant, in fact. I didn't make any mistakes, he said. I think the 161 was the turning point. It came at the right moment. Winner, announced the PDC. A 107.1 average just wasn't enough for Daryl Gurney. The Green Machine with 3 huge checkouts, 161, 156, and 145. And yes, an incredible standard to kick off the evening. Dave Chisnall greeting the fans ahead of his contest with Michael Smith. Bully Boy in fine form earlier today in that 6-0 whitewash of Steve Beaton. The bronzed Adonis averaged 100 and didn't get a leg. Kisses and hearts for the fans in Germany. The positivity working too. Out in front, 2-0. But you see there, Chizzy kicked off with a 180. In fact, he had 5 perfect darts to start the leg, followed by this double 10. At 3-1, Bully Boy, we see the averages, a 20-point differential. Smith at 105. He'd add a 101 checkout for 4-1 and make it 5-1 with yet another 13-darter on double top. He goes on to win at 6-2. Very convincing 102 average. It's been a long time since I've been in the semifinals, he said, so it feels good. And it sets up an all-Michael semifinal, Smith v. Van Gerwen. Our third fixture now, and how about Richard North? Collecting his darts here after a 42 checkout for 4-1. He then kicked off the 6th leg with a maximum, followed by double 10 for 5-1. Northy absolutely on fire. Credit to Klassen, he did toss in a 10-darter for 5-2, then a 13-dart break on double 10 for 5-3. But the the Ginger held on, closed it out on double five to reach his second semi-final of 2018. If I get past the first round, I'm a dangerous player, he joked. To the crowd, he said, I hope to play well for you lot tonight. Let's get a win. Northie will play the winner of our last quarterfinal, James Wade, Rob Cross, and it seemed like it might be Voltage, raced out to a 3-0 lead, but cue the Wadey comeback. Some scoring confusion here in the sixth leg. They settled on 83, no problem for the machine. Then, lining up tops, he'd settle for double five and a 5-3 advantage. From 3-0 down, he took 5 on the spin and would eventually close it out 6-3 your final. Very impressive stuff from the multiple major winner. Darts is so easy sometimes when you're winning, he said. I'm enjoying it at the moment, and so he should. He's off to the last 4. Michael Smith applauding the German crowd ahead of his walk-on. A big showdown with Michael van Gerwen, who's just been relentless today. It had all the makings of a dandy. Semi-finals, best of 13, remember. We pick it up in leg number 4. MvG on 90. After hitting the bullseye first dart, this double top was no problem, and he liked it. He truly loved this. A 67 checkout to break again in the 5th leg. Then, this double 16 followed a 180, the Dutchman cruising. Then, how about this? After Bully Boy missed 3 darts at double, the Shanghai checkout, all 20s. That made it 6-1. A little confident smile in complete control. 7-2, he wins it comprehensively. Consolation for Smith as the world #1 exit stage left in victory. A 33rd European Tour final, tweeted Andy Scott, means MvG has played in over half the finals since the tour's inception. Absolutely incredible. A nice little nugget there. Thank you, Andy. Mighty Mike off to the final to meet the winner of these two. Richard North, James Wade. We start the action in the 4th leg. The machine cruising, having had just taken out 136. This double top dead center made it 4-1. Northie tried to stay close. Double 4 made it 4-2, but the 7th leg, Wade on 56, nailed it, then gave it some. You don't usually see him react like that, but he did there. 5-2 now. Not so fast, the Ginger says. He held for 5-3, then took out 112 for the break. All of a sudden, it was 5-4, but classic Wadey. Fired in a 180, then this 140, then made quick work on double 10, his favorite, an immediate break back for 6-3, and how about this? Closed it out in style with a beautiful 130 checkout on the bullseye. Turned to the crowd with the fist pump. He was fired up. So, tasty final then. Michael van Gerwen, James Wade. Wadey charging to the stage in tough against this guy, the best. MvG with his game face on, best of 15 final, quality start too. After MvG secured a 14-dart break, Wade responded with a 15-dart break back, a very nice 70 checkout. This was even better, a 95 finish on double 12, a look to his right, he liked it. But Van Gerwen leveled, then tossed in this maximum before nailing double 16 for a 12-darter, a break for 3-2, and he would cruise from there. At one point, taking out 119, going bullseye, 19, bullseye. Collecting his darts here after his 5th maximum, his 18th 180 of the tournament. You see the signs in the background. He then pinned this double 8 for another break, a 10-darter. Unreal. 6-3 now. This 110 finish made it 7-3, and for good measure, the big fish to close it out, a 170 checkout for an anticlimactic 8-3 victory. Another ton-plus average, a whopping 112. You ready for this? 58% on the outer ring, for the tournament. For James Wade, great event, runner-up, some good prize money. I hope the crowd have enjoyed, MvG said. I will definitely be back next year. Why not? Mighty Mike taking down his 28th career title on the European Tour. It never gets tired, he admitted. I'll keep going until I get to 50. He pockets 25,000 pounds, gets more bragging rights, and puts in another brilliant performance today on High Roller Radio.